Okay, this is Jerry with Jerry's Top Bar Beehives. I'm going to show you a really easy way to make a swarm trap. We've had pretty good success with it, even though it's going to look kind of funky. They work really good. 5-gallon bucket, Lowe's, good advertisement, right? You take the lid side, you put a long 18 or 2-foot long piece. It could be 6 feet long, doesn't matter, wherever you're going to put it in the tree. I drill a couple holes in it because I only put my bee traps 4 or 5 feet up in the air. I don't like to climb trees. On the inside, put a supporting bar to hold it so this is solid. On the inside of the barrel, I use a staple gun with air. It works really good. On the inside of the barrel on the top, figure out where the handle is on the top. You're going to run another little 1x2 like this. I think you can probably see that. Let me make sure. Yeah, you can see the 1x2 on the top right there. And again, I just staple it in there so it's no big deal. I've got some wax that I've been melting. It's all melted actually. So what I'm going to do with the wax is I'm actually going to kind of just smear it inside this barrel. I'm going to put a little more lemongrass oil in it. It's not really very much in there, so we're going to just do a little dump. My container's getting a little whack. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Anyway, we're going to put a little of this in the wax. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. So I put a few drops in the wax, not a lot. It's pretty cheap. I don't really concern myself about using much of it. I don't care. I figure the more the merrier. The bees like it. Good for me, you know. So anyway, put that over there. So then just stir it up a little so that the pheromone gets into there. Smear this around inside the barrel. You see, I'm not being real pretty with it. I just want this, put a little wax in it. And then on the bar, cover this piece of wood pretty good with what you're doing with the wax. You can see I'm kind of painting it on there. I want to get a good coating of it on there, like that. And then I'm just going to smear some around inside the bucket, nothing fancy. Remember, the bees aren't going to try and make comb on the sides of the bucket or on the bottom. They're only going to put a comb where they're supposed to, hopefully. I mean, you may get something stuck on it a little bit, but normally no. Okay, so put a little more on that bar just to make sure. Okay, so now what I've got is I have a bucket. I put some wax in it that's got a little bee pheromone. We're going to put a little on this too. Nothing fancy. You can see I'm just put a little on it just so that it smells good, I guess. Okay, so then what you do, make sure you see where the hole is on the bottom. I drilled a 15/16 hole right here. That's going to actually end up being on the bottom. Line this up like this. And put the barrel together like that. Turn it and make sure, try to make sure that your hole is directly on the bottom. I've drilled a couple of 1/8-inch holes in here, and those are for a couple of 3-inch drywall screws. 3-inch drywall screws are just going to go in the holes like that. I'm going to bolt it and screw it right to a tree. So what I do is this goes in the tree like this. Put this on the top. When the swarm goes in, I go out, I have a cork. I put the cork in the hole. I flip it upside down. The comb's on the bottom now. Carry it home. When I get it home, drop it a couple times, pop the lid off, and I dump it into my beehive. It's really simple. Don't get stressed about making swarm traps. There's nothing to them. And, you know, you see all this stuff on the internet. Oh, how to make a cheap, swarm trap, how to do that. Once again, 5-gallon Lowe's bucket. I'm going to paint it yellow because all of my beehives, you can see we got a couple more in the garage right now. Actually, I have a whole truck full of them. We're in Arkansas. We sell these beehives. You've seen them on YouTube, Jerry's Top Bar Hives. They're really simple. This one is a little different than our normal hive. We're building this to take the really large frames because my wife wants to buy, somebody's got some really tame bees, and I told her it's no big deal, but she wants to put some, and they're on large frames. So we're going to start a nuke of large frames in this hive. So you can see it's a little wider, but it's the same basic thing. And anyway, once again, Jerry's Top Bar Beehives, and you can check us out. And like I said, don't get stressed over the swarm traps. You guys want to catch swarms? Look, I got bees. Holy shit, I don't know if you can see this. I have bees all over here coming. My beehive is about 200 yards from here, and I actually have them coming in my garage right now. Okay, have a good time. Bye. Hey, guys, come on. We don't need any of that. Go away. Hey.